I'll double
order.
check.
Madam
Thank
Clerk,
you.
please call the roll.
Councilwoman Perkins Auguste. Councilman Questa.
Here.
Councilman Grover. Councilman Torres.
Here.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Here.
Councilman Keenan.
Here.
Councilman Sedano.
Here.
Councilman Mazza.
Here.
President Gorman.
Here, seven member present, Madam Clerk. This is a regular conference of the City Council as incorporated in the annual meeting notice of 2013, which was filed in the City Clerk's office and posted on the bulletin board on December 27, 2012, and sent to the Star Ledger, Home News Tribune, complying with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law of New Jersey. At this time, public speaking, any resident or taxpayer would like to address City Council on any matter, please step forward, state the name and address for the record. Once again, any resident or taxpayer would like to address City Council on any matter, please step forward, state the name and address for the record. Seeing none, close this portion of the meeting.
Letter dated December 12, 2013, from the Business Administrator, requesting to amend the resolution dated November 12, 2013, to Hall and Fuse, Inc., HFI Truck Center, Mountainside, New Jersey, in the amount of $368,000, specifically to reflect a name change to Montana Mountain Enterprises, Inc., doing business as HFI Truck Center.
Any questions? Put it on.
Letter dated December 12, 2013, from the Business Administrator, recommending awarding a contract to Trinitas Regional Medical Center Care EAP Program, Elizabeth, with the implementation of an Employee Assistance Program and Alcohol Education Program for the period commencing January 1, 2014 through December 31st, 2014, not to exceed $40,000.
Any questions? Put it on.
Mr. President, question.
I'm sorry.
$40,000, I think we could save. In every department, we do have psychiatrists, let's say, as an example, if you, a fire department, police department, maybe agency, we do have special doctors that could justify and be able to help. I think $40,000 to create another job for somebody for the future, actually. I don't see this kind of money to be spent. What is the, how many people do we actually have in a condition that they need to go for remedial alcoholic and whatever? We have a large number of employees that are involved in.
I can tell you without giving specifics, I'm not sure that I'm necessarily allowed to give specifics, but the program is used and it's necessary and we found it to be very beneficial. We highly recommend that we continue with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't know the number, but I can say, I think it's highly recommended. Before we go too far, let me just recognize Councilwoman Lloyd, Patricia Perkins Auguste. But getting back to the situation, Councilman Mazza, I think this program works very well. But knowing the number is, I don't know, if I don't think Don, like you said, he might know it himself. But it's a worthwhile program. You'd be surprised how many people with drug and alcohol abuse, sometimes they might not never know. They might make it known, but they're in that zone, man, and they need help. Anytime that we can help an employee, councilman, I think is money well spent.
I'm not saying that is money. In every department, we do have people within even the union or within the department itself, where let's say you might have to, I remember we had doctors in Bayonne where you send people to be looked for help, psychiatrists or whatever, things like that. I mean, those people are on a payroll also, in order to take care of those kind of people that have this kind of a problem.
We do have certain doctors and other specialists on payroll
Right.
for other reasons. None of them are specific to this area of specialty.
Thank you, Mr. President. No problem. Thank you.
Councilman,
I just want to say, I think you're absolutely right. This is very important. Not only alcohol, substance abuse, but people also feel differently with loss in their life, and other traumatic experiences and events, stress, and this can help an employee.
absolutely. Put it.
Okay. stay out.
Letter dated December 13, 2013, from the business administrator requesting authorization for the proper city officials to renew the policy of insurance with Admiral Insurance Company, Cherry Hill, through the agent of record, Hughes Plummer and Associates, Somerville, New Jersey, covering public officials and employees' liability for the period January 31, 2014 to January 31, 2015, at an annual premium of $65,508.26.
Any question? We're done.
Letter dated December 13, 2013, from the business administrator, recommending awarding a contract to Thompson Reuters, a division of West Publishing Corp., Minnesota, for the purchase of web-based data access service for the Law Department and Municipal Court Division for the period December 1, 2013 to December 31st, 2013, at a cost not to exceed $10,000.
Any question? We're done.
Letter dated December 13, 2013, from the business administrator, recommending awarding a contract to T&M Associates, Middletown, New Jersey, to provide professional services in connection with the health and safety compliance programs for the year 2014 for the period January 1, 2014 to December 31st, 2014, not to exceed $70,000.
Any question? We're done.
Letter dated December 16, 2013, from the business administrator, requesting authorization for the mayor to execute an agreement with the Department of Public Works Supervisors Collective Bargaining Association for a 4-year contract for the period July 1, 2013 through June 30, 2017.
Any questions? I just want to just make a record with just thank the administration being consistent. I look like it did across the board with everyone towards the bargaining union as we go with the increase. So that's a good thing, you know. It's not flexible. It's all. I feel like it's all across the board to get it set. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Mr. President.
Letter dated December 16, 2013, from the business administrator, recommending awarding a contract to Logomania Inc., Jersey City, New Jersey, and Navy Veteran Printing Corp., Elizabeth, for the furnishing of printing services for various departments for a period of 2 years from the date of the award, in a combined amount not to exceed $55,000 per year. In addition, the city did not receive a responsible bid for W-2 forms, 1099 forms, a NPP newsletter, taxi driver owner handbook, official taxi cab rate book, and special request letters, and is requesting to re-advertise for the aforementioned items with revised specifications.
Any question? We're done.
Letter dated December 16, 2013, from the business administrator, requesting authorization to execute a service agreement with AXA Equitable for the provision of administrative and investment services under a deferred compensation plan, and for the business administrator to be designated as the local plan administrator for the administration of the deferred compensation plan.
Any question? We're done.
Letter dated December 17, 2013, from the business administrator, requesting that your honorable body consider a resolution to de-designate East Grand Division LLC as the redeveloper for 801-871 Livingston Street, informally known as the Trumbull Street Supermarket property, within the Trumbull Street redevelopment area, and to rescind the redevelopment agreement between the parties as amended and/or restated.
Any question?
Mr. President, what's happening? We have a fiasco at this particular site?
Well, unfortunately, the developer that we was dealing with before is having a hard time getting a loan, I believe that. We got right down, I think that's what the last I was told.
Yeah, we have worked extensively and communicated with the redeveloper, and to their credit, they have been awesome, with the very exception that they haven't been able to get a qualified tenant. And what I mean by that is a financeable tenant. And we've given them plenty of opportunity, they just haven't been able to meet their obligation.
But it does not mean that say that we won't continue to fight for some replicable in that area. Because,
Because you let these people stay on for 10 years.
yeah, no,
and
right, that's
what's
what,
gonna happen? Yeah,
that's why we are trying to get somebody else. Councilman.
thank you.
Mr. President,
Yeah, Council.
this is the site that we purchased for $3 million. We spent $3,500,000, and we did have somebody that was supposed to be doing something. I think it's in your ward, if I'm not
Yes, that's
mistaken.
correct.
And this person that the city made an agreement, and we wait to clean up. We spend additional money cleaning it up, environmental, everything else. At the end, he has a problem finding money. Something is not too kosher. Can we find out more actually what's happening? I mean, not
That's why
I'm
offensive.
I'm happy to answer any
Huh?
questions you may
That's why they're
have.
being de-designated, because they can't move forward with the project.
But we're still gonna be some kind of a supermarket.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
else. really
Somebody else is gonna come
You
in.
gotta find a new
Because-
developer.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me when I say this, I will be at this like a tiger behind something.
Well, I mean, you know,
To
I'm
make
not,
sure we have a better developer in there, so that we can have a qualified supermarket up to, entities there to serve it.
I mean, you know, after all those years, it's like a slap in the face to the
Okay.
city. Thank you.
And put it on.
Letter dated December 11, 2013, from the First Assistant City Attorney requesting that your honorable body consider adopting a resolution authorizing an additional amount of $75,000 to cover estimated cost of attorney fees and litigation for the Saxony Motel of the cost recovery condemnation action.
When is this gonna be over?
Well, we're trying to get money back from the Saxony or any former owners because of environmental concerns, so that's what this is about.
So is this gonna be it? Is this gonna make it over?
I hope so.
Can you bring me up to speed on this?
Well, where the new Public Works area is, that was the former Saxony Hotel. And it was, we condemned it, they fought us on the price, and we were negotiating with them, and then we had to go to a hearing, and now we found out there's some contamination that has to be remediated, and that's what we're trying to recover some of that money back.
Back from the owners of the
Yes,
Saxony.
right, right.
Rocco, but they, Mr. President, they asking for additional money for the law
So
department.
that's for the attorney's fees that we have outside counsel handling this.
Right, but we already adjudicated $2.1 million, right, for the Saxony for expropriated property, plus almost another $500,000 for, attorney fees,
No, the $500,000 was deposited for the,
escrow.
Environment.
yeah, for the condemnation part, and then there was additional money that had to go in after that. That's what the letter says. I know Mr. Bonas has been handling.
That's where the problem is. I never get anything clear about this particular site. It's been years. I'm sorry it's in the second ward, but, I hope that this case will close those,
Yeah, well, we hope to get,
Well, what is it?
at least
This is the
75, more than 75,000 back in
Isn't this in the
remediation.
first
I
one?
think it's the first ward.
Yeah.
I think it's the first
no,
one.
it's the second ward. Unless they change the route again. Excuse me. Spencer Auto and City Yard was always in the second ward.
No, this is down on
It's-
Atlantic Street.
Right, it's on the right-hand side of the turnpike. Spencer, Loomis, whatever, at one time was in the second ward. I don't know.
They changed it like 3 times since then.
I know. And nothing, that portion of the extended, let's say, was in the second ward. I think it's got you have a voting machine at school, the old Cleveland School,
Yeah,
right,
that's
on the second,
Yeah.
and which is embracing what streets there, that comes up and a
No,
leap all the way to
that's-
First Avenue?
No, he has Rankin.
Rankin,
down.
Loomis, and
I
that.
have
up to-
Rankin towards
Right.
Atlantic.
Okay,
Right,
so
yeah.
that's in the first now.
Right.
Right.
Are we clear now?
All right,
Okay. First ward, right? We cleared the first ward? All right, thank you.
Did he say?
Put it on.
Letter dated December 17, 2013, from the Chief Financial Officer advising that additional grants may be appropriated in the 2014 state fiscal year budget by budget amendments, Chapter 159.
Any questions? Vote on.
Letter dated December 17, 2013, from the Chief Financial Officer advising that in compliance with the State Fiscal Year 2014 Appropriations Act, it requires your honorable body to approve all payments related to accumulated uncompensated absence benefits.
Any questions?
Can we get a copy of the list that we approve? I mean, it mentioned a approval list of current blah, blah, blah. You know, once in a while we get a name or get a bunch shown to us, but can we get a copy of the list, please? For me that I have to vote, I'd like to have a copy of what we're voting for. And who are, you know, never know, someday might have a reputation of the same names and nobody catches, so there might be somebody else who will be able to catch that, so I need to have some
My understanding
names.
is the list will be provided,
Today.
at the next,
Yeah,
at the
that-
regular meeting.
Okay,
All the
Council-
CFO is asking is that it be placed on in advance of providing the meeting.
You okay, Councilman?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
only,
provide it.
you know, that we get the list
Yes.
before that we're voting on.
Okay,
Thank you.
bring it on.
Letter dated December 13, 2013, from the Director of Planning and Community Development, requesting authorization for the proper city officials to execute any and all documents necessary and appropriate to postpone the city's mortgage on the property located at 46474 Spring Street Rental Housing Program in the amount of $173,910.
Any questions? Bring it on.
Letter dated December 3rd, 2013, from the Police Director requesting to establish handicap parking spaces. Second Ward, personalized, 67 Clover Street. Okay. Fifth Ward, 952 William Street.
Yeah, hold that.
Second Ward, 448 Erico Avenue.
Hold that, please.
Fifth Ward, 1120 Hampton Place.
Put that one on.
First Ward, 222 Inslee Place.
Hold it.
Sixth Ward, 103 Murray Street.
Put on hold, please.
Third Ward, 317 Pennington Street.
Put it on, please. Thank you.
Okay. Fourth Ward, 775 North Broad Street.
If you could put it on hold, thank you.
Okay, deletions, 126 Marshall Street, 310 Christine Street, and 139 Marshall Street. Councilman Torres has requested personalized handicap parking space for 210 Fulton Street be added to the agenda. Letter dated December 2nd, 2013, from Frank Golan, Penn Ave Urban Renewal LLC, Newark, New Jersey, is requesting an encroachment permit for occupying the public right-of-way at 715, 733 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Any questions?
Is this with, is there a water main under there, under this project?
Do you know, John?
I do know there is a water main and there are issues with that water main.
North, right?
And it's being worked out. Yes, it is with Newark
My
Councilwoman.
friends from North.
Yeah,
Just like months ago.
we're working it out.
They
and-
can understand how we're allowed this. I said, you didn't come to my desk. Okay. We'll talk later.
You okay?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I just want to make also my colleagues aware too, the traffic department knows, but it's pretty much like a nightmare on Pennsylvania Avenue, like while being next to the school, Ronald Reagan, and the construction that's happening in the morning and afternoon. So I just think that with this, I know they said that they have to have a trailer and different things that they really have to think it through. Because as of right now, it's a big problem. So, just to take that into consideration. I know that, I know they're aware of it, but I'm not sure how this would it additionally impact it even more.
I can assure you that the city engineer will be monitoring it
Oh, okay.
closely. That's one of his pet peeves.
That sounds good, sounds good. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay. Put it on.
Okay, that's it for me.
That's it? You done? What's around? Councilwoman? You have anything? Councilman Torres?
Yes.
Passed. Councilman Keenan?
Passed.
Councilman Mazza?
Passed.
Councilman Quester?
Yes, Mr. President. Where did this come from? And, what does it mean?
Councilman, I have no idea.
Different colors, different varieties, different...
Yeah, I
No?
have no idea. I asked the same
Okay.
question when I found one on my desk.
I'm afraid to take it with me. I don't know what it is.
Mine said disappeared. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
mine.
All right, thank
Oh,
you.
you know what it's called?
Thank you.
No, somebody.
In Peterstown, we have the right medication for that.
Mine disappeared over there. I don't- I don't know where it came from. Councilman don't know what.
Thank you, Mr.
it's
President.
about, but I don't think it, we have to worry about it.
No,
I don't think
no,
it's
no,
a,
no.
I don't think it's a voodoo trick.
Okay,
And if it is, tell them the joke's on them.
That's a pepino zoologia.
It's like not a creature was staring at even a mouse, so maybe it's just like not a creature was staring at even a mouse, like a church mouse.
Well, I'm not gonna buy that one this time, Councilwoman, you might be right.
I mean, not a creature was staring at even a mouse, right?
Anyway,
Right,
Could be,
thank
could
you. The law says that's what it says.
Councilman, you okay? Question?
I'm fine, yeah, thank you.
Councilman Sedano?
Just two quick things. Wanted to let Yolanda know, 1030 Sheridan Avenue, it was a handicap, I know it was approved, but the signs haven't gone up yet. I'm not sure if John, he's probably gonna give you a call in the morning.
Okay.
And the other thing, at 916 Hillside Road, they started to build a house, but they just did the cement blocks, and pretty much it's like 10 feet high. It's been there for a while, and it's a big hazard. So I just wanted to see, I know many times the city goes and they board up the houses. Are we able to go and put a fence around the property and put a lien on them? Is that a possibility? Because a lot of the
I'll
kids
send
are...
a construction official out to
Okay.
take a look at that, because I don't know what the exact situation is, but best way to do it is to have them go out and do an evaluation and see what remedies.
That'll be-
Certainly enforcement of
right.
some sort.
Yeah, because it's a big hazard. I mean, it becomes like the playground for the neighborhood, but someone's gonna get hurt. So it's 916 Hillside Road. And that's it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilman Gonzalez?
Yes, Mr. President, just one thing, you heard anything about that 100-foot?
No, not yet. I have it right in the middle of my desk.
About what, Councilman? What we looking for?
Yeah. The, what is it, Myrtle?
Myrtle and Greer.
Myrtle and Greer,
Okay.
that 100-foot. I can't find anything in the code that regarding for a stop sign, 100-foot warning.
Yeah, warning.
Yeah,
That was
there
recommended.
isn't any.
That was
Okay.
recommended by the traffic.
Yeah.
They got this from
Probably should
IKEA.
go back and talk here and see what
These are
we
gifts from IKEA.
Okay.
We might
I couldn't
establish a new
find it.
section for that, or we can add it if there's existing stop signs there, maybe.
They're saying that it is, but I cannot
Yeah,
find
we
the
can't,
stop
we looked at it
sign.
together, we couldn't find it. So maybe we need to get a stop sign there
Because
first.
I
I thought it
called
was like
over
Macy's
to
or
the
something.
traffic
Yeah.
division, but they haven't
100%
responded back to me yet.
I'd like to see
I
what
can't bring that home.
That's it, Mr. President.
Council people, well, you gotta give the councilman an opportunity. He's speaking to try to get
Who
information.
was it?
And I have 4 people yapping, and while he's, you gotta give him his dues like he give respect, like he give you guys respect. He did not entertain anyone else while you guys were speaking. I think it's only prudent that you gotta do the same for him. You must also be mindful that they're speaking, they're trying to get information, as well as you are. So please, ma'am, please, sir, respect the person that is speaking. Thank you. Anything else,
Thank you,
Councilman?
Mr. President. No, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Motion to adjourn?
Someone-
We adjourn.